deal with a couple of texts and emails. This is an email coming in from Doug in Sligo. Good evening, Doug. Steve, couple of rumours doing the rounds. Number one, Amir Khan could fight on July 30th, 31st and maybe against Prescott again. You know what? I'd love to see him fight Prescott again. I don't see HBO taking that. HBO want big fights unless that's one out of the deal with HBO. There's always a window. That would be interesting. I think 31st of July is too early. I really do. We're going to find out at 9 o'clock what people think. And Kawasaki could possibly have a rematch against Hopkins at the Millennium Stadium on July 31st. A lot of action on July 31st. And with Khan and Prescott as the main support. Of course, this would all be down to Golden Boy and Richard Schaefer, the Swiss banker. And that's not a joke. He's actually a former Swiss banker. I think that Joe Kawasaki's inevitably going to come back, and I think he can make a good few quid by fighting Bernard Hopkins, and Hopkins would sell that Millennium. There'd be 65,000 people in there. It's not July 31st, though, Doug, because a fight like that, a show like that, with the type of money that needs to be generated, I mean, you're going to have to generate about 8 or 9 million, or sorry, at least 6 million quid, $9 million just to pay these guys. Now, to do that, you've got to sell the gaff out. It's the 31st of July. Most people have got their holidays booked. Most guys that go to boxing have got girlfriends, they've got young wives, or they've got old wives, if some of them fancy that. And they tend to go on holiday. And 31st July, that's right in the middle of the holiday season. I don't think the 31st July, if this was being rumoured for November, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 chance. Right now, I'm giving it a 1 out of 10 chance. Thanks very much, Doug. And Doug, thanks for pushing the fixer, by the way. We're doing some good business. I think it's the best-selling boxing book out there at the moment. Thanks very much for that. Available. Doug pushes that for me on, whatever it's called, Facebook, as they say. Now, one more text, and then we will move on.